trying to reach for greatness, man. It's a long road. I'm not saying I'm great now, but I'm saying I could be one day if I keep sticking to this grind. You know what I'm talking about? It's easier to think you famous. It's harder to work for greatness. These kids nowadays give prevalence to the latest.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the J-Team Brand Podcast. Today we got our first guest, one of my boys, DJ Juss.
Like, how did you get into DJing? Like, what, because that's a competitive market, man. Like, there's a lot of DJs, bro.
I had so many different stories for it. I just shorten it a little bit. I used to do a marketing promotion. I used to intern for a marketing promotion company out in the Hamptons called Hit Me, and they did a lot of events out there. I was like 18, 19, and we did like events for Swiss Beats and hosted Mario's 21st birthday. So
that was a big deal.
That's a long time ago.
Sounds like a big party.
We did stuff MTV and Russell Simmons. So I was always in like the music world. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in the music business. Obviously, it was DJing. And then fast forward, I would just do it as like a hobby. I had like a little setup in my crib, my mom's crib, and I was practicing. And then, I didn't have like real turntables, none of that. So I'm good for, I don't know if you know Real Timmy.
Yeah.
On the show
Power. Definitely. That's literally one of my favorite shows.
It's from my country, so you don't have to rep Nigeria real quick.
Shout out, bro. It's one of my good friends. I know him for a while. Quick story. I was in his crib in Jersey, and me and his pops was up early. Ro was asleep. I was in the kitchen, and Ro's pops was like, "Yo, what's up, man? What you doing with this DJ and stuff?" At the time, I was working at Starbucks, and I was like, saving up my little checks.
Get the checks.
He was like, "All right, cool." So he left, came back, and he put a piece of paper down, and I was like, "What's this?" And it was a check for like 2 G's. I was like, oh shit.
So he believed in you.
Yeah, so
that's love, man.
Since then,
That's
so I was like, "Yo, Mr. A, I can't take it." He's like, "Nah, take it, start your career, get things going." So the next day I called my boy Dubs up, say, "Yo, we going to Guitar Center. And we about to get this equipment and get it popping." So I was in my mom's crib practicing and taking $50 gigs, free gigs, $80 gigs. $80 gigs.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, I'm here now, I made it a career. So my mom was tight. I ended up quitting Starbucks.
You mad about that?
She's old school. You know what I mean? She
man. She's a Puerto Rican mama?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, and I felt her for that, but then it's also like, you gotta go hard with something, man.
Yeah.
Especially your dream, you gotta put 200% into it, man. So
say a lot of speak to the mic.
200% into it, man. That is real. Like, I was hustling. I'm still hustling to this day. Things are flowing. But it was a little mission, man.
By the way, I want to explain this because this is for the cameras. I mean, the people, the podcast, they can't see this, but we got a nice Johnny Walker?
Oh, Johnny.
Josh doesn't drink.
Yeah, I don't drink, guys. I don't drink. For all I know, this is like expensive dark water. But so I'm gonna let you talk a little bit about this, man, because you gave me a little bit behind the scenes. I think that's a big deal. We get the live and do it later.
So that was recent. That was literally like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
They had reached out to me, and I had to like go through like this interview process and everything, and they hit me back like, "We're gonna move forward working with you as a social media influencer, brand ambassador."
Hey.
Of course, they're paying and they're sending product.
Ain't nothing free.
Yeah. So that of course it had to be worked out to before I signed anything.
Absolutely.
So this is actually the first time I'm actually showing it.
That's a big deal right here in the J-Team Brand Podcast. We getting, some exclusivity over here. That's good, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, any entrepreneur, hustler that's getting their name out there, I'm a fan of. I was in your DM and I was like, "Yo, my man, like I see your hustle, respect it." We met shortly, just to give a little background of me and you, kind of met shortly at a fashion event, right?
Yeah.
And
crazy.
just,
Fashion Week started today.
Yeah, right. It was
So
damn. We have like 10 fashion weeks. I don't even know how many we have.
It's what is it? Spring Fashion Week, I think it is.
Yeah, right before spring. But we actually met at a fashion event, and I didn't know who you were. I just kind of chopped it up real quick with you, and you seem down to earth and humble as shit. For the person at your level. I was like, damn, and he's still hustling. That's what's up. Coming off the fucking red eye, you were telling me like, I just came from tour, and I'm like, damn, what kind of lifestyle?
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I did come from tour. Right?
Yeah.
Well, look, I didn't know anything about you, so I had to go to the website to go find out, and I was pretty impressed by the bio. I will have to say.
I appreciate that.
I definitely want to know, like, one of my first questions is, where do you see yourself, like, on today, next year? At this time next year, like, where do you see yourself in your career? Because I read something about you wanting to go into filmmaking.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna get into that. I want you to brag about that.
That's like.
This time next year for sure. I have 2 films I'm working on. One is a short film that's in post production now.
Okay.
And then a feature film that's still being written out and everything. So the feature film I want it to be in the works or out by this time next year.
So we're gonna have a blockbuster next year then.
Another bomb dropped on the.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. So that's what I want, and of course with DJing, always elevating, always traveling more, getting working with brands, and every year is just something.
Let me ask you, like, did you ever see yourself like as a DJ? You think only music, but now it's become such an entrepreneurship game. Whereas, like, you have the attention as a DJ, but you also have the attention of the market, which was getting you, to these options, these options here, pretty much. And I kind of wanted to see, like, did you ever see yourself, like, damn, I'm branding, I'm marketing, I'm doing all this now, I'm filmmaking, that's crazy. That's a big deal, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I ever seen that coming.
Things come like by accident, almost, in a sense, right?
Yeah, it does, and I want to reference Drake, but I always said God has a plan. And I was talking to someone the other day about this. You have to learn how to be patient, like with everything you're trying to do. You guys got the podcast going, and you guys may not want it to where it's at right now, but and you keep working, it's going to get to where you want it to be with anything. Anyone doing so. And I've gotten that, like, I've gotten signs where I'd be like, damn, man, I'm not DJing at this place. I used to be like that when I was young, when I was in my career younger. I used to look at other DJs and be like, damn, I should be there, or, why am I not doing that? And over the years, you gotta learn you can't be like that, because God has a plan for you. And those places I was, like, complaining about, I'm DJing them, they're on a regular now. You know what I mean? So
now it's almost like
I always take that, like, I was like, yo, let me chill out. And before, I don't want to be the Kanye of the DJ world.
No, absolutely not.
And sometimes I can be, because I have a lot to say.
But this is the platform. So you got a lot to say it all here. This is not I don't want you to feel sensitive here.
No. I mean, it's just me getting older. I'm 30 now. I've been in the game for like.
Oh, that's not old. I just turned 30.
You just turned 30? I'm 35, man. I love it. But I've seen a lot of shit, man. Can I curse?
Man, fuck yeah.
I've seen a lot of shit over the years, man. In nightlife, from racism to fucking everything, man. Like, and I still see it to this day, and it sucks, and I kind of want to voice it in a way where, like in film, I want to create a short where it's like talks about nightlife racism. A lot of things don't get talked about.
Absolutely.
I just gotta figure out a way to do it
without almost offending anybody.
Or affecting me because I work in it, and.
But also with making a point and getting across.
That's the point. Yeah, getting the point across is what I want. Because my thing, me and my partner Kirsten, our thing is comedy. So we kind of want to make it a comedy, but not a comedy. I don't know if the
where people take the serious out.
Yeah, the girl. I always forget her name. The girl from Insecure.
Oh,
she's a perfect. Yeah, she's a perfect example. Like, she has comedy, but she also, like, her point is always coming across like,
right.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
that's definitely a good
that's
person to talk.
But going back to you, I didn't see any of this coming with the brands and marketing and any of that. All that just happened organically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Even with working with Ro too, was like that just happened. You know what I mean? Me and him were kind of at the same level. He wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't really doing nothing, and our careers just like taking off.
That's crazy, and taking off like big time too.
Yeah.
Man. Like again, one of my favorite shows, and I'm just looking at this like, wow. Even on the back scenes with you, kind of paying attention to your Instagram and whatnot. Like, these guys are doing it, and that's what's up, man. Like, at the end of the day, for me, it's like getting to a level where you're happy and at the same time inspiring.
Yep.
And like you said, you touched up on patience, and especially in a world where we're so used to everything being given and handed to us immediately, where it's like you said, we start this podcast and we almost expect it to blow up right away.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is it's not. This is going to be quite a few years before it touches base where we would really want it to be. So patience is a big deal, man. For real.
I kind of want to know, like, what's your everyday life like? I feel like people want to know that. People that are, working and are entrepreneurs and are hustling to do something and become something or somebody. What's like an average day in the life of DJ Juss?
That's interesting.
It depends.
Because you look lit on our Instagram.
Like, I know I'm tired like half the day. I was just telling him earlier, I'm
I know
tired.
we highlight ourselves, but you look lit.
No, I mean, listen, man. It depends on like if it's a day where I'm working like that night. That next day, you're not gonna get too much. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that person that's like, oh, team, no sleep, and da-da-da.
Right.
I get my sleep.
Thank you. Thank you.
I get my sleep. Plus, like, I work out. You know what I mean? And that takes a lot too. And then, after I leave here, I'm going to the gym, and then I gotta have another meeting. Then I'm working at night until like 3-4 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, for me to get up at like 9, it just wears and tears your body. So. And then the night that I'm not working, like I do get up early and, I make my breakfast and I go on the computer, I send emails, I reach out to different venues and follow-ups, you know what I mean?
And I like that you said that, you reaching out to venues. You're not waiting for venues to reach out to you.
And I have a management company that I work with, Gifted Program. Shout out to them. And they give me a lot of work, but at the end of the day, no one's gonna hustle as much as you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
don't nobody care about your business the way you would.
Yeah.
Right?
So I still reach out to the same people they would reach out to, just to like put that extra oomph into it. You know
And put your face forward too.
Yeah. So work on music. DJs always got to constantly download music and go to blogs and see what's new. I practice still.
How do you stay on top of the market? Because music has changed a lot. Like what's common now wasn't common 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's hard.
Kind of crazy.
You got to definitely stay up on music now, especially with hip hop, because that's what's in.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's always been in, but it's
a lot of emerging rappers. A lot of emerging.
You got to be on it. But then you got to be on your old school stuff too. Like DJs got to have everything. Everything.
I think that's honestly that low key one of the hardest jobs because like you almost you're moving a crowd, but if you fuck up, they're gonna look at you like you're responsible for the fun. You're literally responsible.
A lot of people they could do it. And it's not easy, man. I'm telling you. I got people like, yo, I want a DJ. I'm like, all right.
I can barely figure out what to put on a playlist at a
First
house
of all,
for me.
ask me about a setup.
Let alone like, a whole entire crowd? No.
Listen, man, ask me about a setup. This podcast was, competitive for me. I mean, to try to put this together was already hard enough. Like, hell no.
Oh, right.
Shout out to the team.
Yeah, 3 Lens Media. Shout out to 3 Lens Media, by the way. Those are the background guys. They don't get enough.
For a little.
Hey, you want to get some live? Even though we're live, yeah. But anyway, so I wanted to get. I don't know if you can.
You want live? No, because it's not gonna go through.
So I did want to get into a quick question with you, and I'm not sure if you're able to talk about it, but I know you touched in about the racism and wanting to touch base with that. Is that part of what
you gonna put that on there?
So
wait for the next question.
Well, I mean, as far as like, what your script? What is it? Can you say a little bit about what it's going to be?
Well, I haven't done that.
Okay, cool.
But you want my short film?
Yeah. Like, what are you working on? Like, what is it going to be about? If you can.
Yeah, we can get this on.
We can get this.
Yeah, so it's a short film comedy. It's called Splitting the Bill.
Okay.
Bill spelled B-I, the number 11. It's about a group dinner, about 11 friends, all have crazy personalities. Like, you got the person, you go out, you got the person that's always complaining, arguing. You got the person that's cheap. You got the person that's always
might
late.
be me.
Expose everybody.
Always late. You got the person that just wants drinks. So everyone.
Oh my gosh.
You got the accountant, the girl who always collects the money, and everybody money. You know what I'm talking about, right?
We all have one of those.
We try to like exaggerate her character, may have put glasses on, and she pulls out like this old school calculator and starts typing all
That's
fast.
cool as hell. Like
and then the waiter, he has his own thing going, so. It's cool, very relatable.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm definitely gonna check that out for sure, man.
And we also have like confessionals in it, so, like the show The Office, how they did like
when they go to the side.
Go to the side, go back and forth. So we added that in it. It was hard. It was very hard putting that together. I directed it for the first time. I directed that, and it was very hard to put 12 people in the same room at the same time. We weren't paying them. A lot, even the cast, the crew and all that.
You gotta believe in it.
Are a lot of like your personal friends in the movie, or
some, yeah. So, quick thing, the film that I'm working, that's Splitting the Bill, was originally called The Bill, and we were supposed to release this maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
I have a short film that I did 4 years ago called The Jay-Z Effect. And that was based on true events. I met Jay-Z at a VMA after party in the bathroom.
Get out.
Yeah, so we turned it into like a
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you drop some jewels? Like, did you get some like?
No,
Wash
like a high
your hands.
I'll go back. I'll talk about that. So basically, the VMAs was here in 2013, I think, in Brooklyn, the Barclay.
Okay.
And Diddy was hosting a after party at the Dream Hotel, and me and my boy was DJing MOS at this other spot. We got off early, and then he was like, "Yo, let's go to Dream Hotel." So that time it's still like 3 o'clock. I was like, "All right." Went over there. I'm super drunk.
Kevin Hart drunk?
Right.
Yes. Yeah. And he was there. I saw Kevin Hart.
Oh man.
I saw everyone. Everyone that was Rihanna.
Anybody know somebody?
NSYNC,
Right.
Everyone. I didn't know Jay was there.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm Instagram this shit. Take a picture. I'm walking, writing my caption, and I bump into someone. It's Jay. I'm like, oh shit, my bad. He was like, no, it's cool. Right. So I go, I'm like, then 2 minutes later, I'm like, y'all go to the bathroom, whatever. I go in the bathroom, and I'm peeing, and right next to me is Jay. Then I look around, I'm like, yo, man, it was crazy.
This just got over, guys.
Yeah. But he looked at me like, how did you even get in here? Like, cause that security.
Who the fuck are you?
Wow.
There was no other guy who hands out the paper towel. No one was in there but me and Jay. I said, yo,
wow.
that's so crazy. So I go to the sink and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go wash my hands. And I'm looking at him in the mirror. I said, yo, I'm asking for a picture right now. I said, yo, Jay, can I get a pic? He was like, in the bathroom? I said, oh shit. In my head, I'm like, damn, this shit sounded so crazy. So I was like, nah, outside. He was like, let me wash my hands. I see what I can do. I was like, all right. So I get out there. I told the bouncer security, I said, yo, when Jay comes out, take a picture of me and him when he comes out. He's like, no, cool. Jay come out, like, Jay, I'm ready for that pic. He said, nah, I don't take pics, bro. But he said, what's your name?
Man.
I was like, Juss. He was like, all right, good luck to you. He gave me a pound. And then Beyonce came and they was talking to some guy. Then I stood there and I was like, why am I here? Why? Because it was just nothing but celebrities, Ruby girls, they checking for me. So I was like, why am I here? So I just left. So I told this exact same story to my partner that wrote the film with me. And she was like, oh my God, so funny. What if he would have took the picture anyway? And just like, what was he going to do? I was like, nah, he would have blackballed me in New York City.
Right.
Everybody a Jay fan, I couldn't get groceries at the store, like just random shit would happen.
New York.
So she was like, oh, that's a dope concept for a movie. So basically we reenacted that whole scene. But instead of me not taking the picture, I take it and the picture goes viral and it looks like I'm taking a chain.
So what would have happened?
Yeah, and then like my whole life just goes downhill after that.
Fucking creative genius over here, man.
So we did that. Yeah, it was dope. We raised like 7 G's for it. made it happen. And then going back to the bill that I'm doing now, we were supposed to do that like right after, just having content out. And then we had some issues with the venue, and we just stopped. But now we revamped it, splitting the bill because someone took the idea, the bill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I feel like I know who.
Oh man,
yeah, it's kind of like it's
because I'd rather get shit
it's
on
a
by
group.
somebody
It's a
else.
group of all
But that's how it
females.
always happens.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I know.
It's a group of all females. It's a little different, but whatever. I should still want, but
And
Right.
and they ain't got your
and you're
creative,
the
bro.
original, so you
Yeah,
know.
they ain't got your creative.
so we had to
That's
change it,
how
split in the bill, whatever. So that's coming out in the works now. So
When
hopefully,
next year, right?
no, this year.
That's this year,
Yeah,
okay.
a feature film will be next year.
Next year, okay.
Solid,
sure.
man.
So we
Well,
need
make sure
to
you
do a
keep
premiere, like-
Oh yeah, no,
that
everyone's.
good
Oh yeah,
invite.
for sure. We filmed it at. Shout out to Snipes. He runs a restaurant in Harlem called Mist.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah,
I live in
that's
Harlem,
cheap,
so.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I've never been there though, but I've
Yeah,
heard
it's
good things.
great spot. And they have a movie theater in there.
Okay.
Oh.
3 like AMC type movie theaters in there.
In
Harlem's coming
Mist?
up soon.
In Mist in the back. It's
Why have I
like
not been?
crazy. So
Is that big?
yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus.
That's nuts.
So we're gonna do it there. Hopefully by April, May.
That'd be a good time. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice and summer.
Hell
They have a
yeah,
rooftop
summer
too?
kind of spring feel.
I don't know if that. No, they don't have a rooftop.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, I want to be a part of that, man.
Oh yeah. for
Right.
sure.
Definitely.
That sounds like a good time for
Yeah, no, man. But I don't know if you have any questions left for, Juss, you know what I mean? I got what I wanted out of this, man.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean,
How
what's
much
your...
time do we have left?
I don't know what we
Oh,
in.
we got some time.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some time.
We got time, so let's go, talk, man. Shit.
That's me.
I was gonna say, like, what's your biggest, I mean, this is probably like a corny question, but what's your biggest support system, like, when things aren't going the right way, like, who do you turn to like, kind of like, vent to, give you support, give you, ideas, opinions, whatever?
I always go to my dad. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's way better.
Yeah.
okay.
I ain't got that relationship with my pops. You know my pops is dope, but I ain't got that relationship. I can be like, hey,
I mean,
going through this.
I go with two of my friends, Cam and Marcos.
And they're the ones that's gonna give you the
Yeah.
most transparent, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely go to them for sure.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has to have that. I know for
Because
me.
it happens, yeah. As an artist,
Yeah.
Especially as an artist, because you could easily lose yourself.
So many ups and downs, man. You go,
Yeah, keep
you
the
be
circle
at your
tight.
high. I'll have this and I'll get a gig and this and that, and then something random will happen and just bring that all down. You know what I mean? Emotionally, So you
Yeah.
gotta just always have that person that you go to bring you back up.
And let me ask you, like, when did you ever feel like you was at, like, damn, your lowest, like, yo, I don't know if this is gonna happen for me anymore.
I'll
Like,
tell you real
Yeah.
quick. That was maybe 2 years into my DJ career. I wasn't getting that many gigs, and I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna be making this money. So I went to apply for Equinox. I'll never forget, and that was like the turning point. Starbucks was too, but like the real turning point was that a lot of people don't know that I tried to do the front desk. For some reason, I don't know, because I knew someone there, and I needed extra money. So I remember it was they hired me, and then it was the night before I was out. I was DJing, so I came in like my energy was so like heavy. And the manager put me to the side, and he was like, you gotta have some energy. And I was like, yo, why am I even here right now? Like, why?
Right.
Like, it felt like Starbucks, like, yo.
Right.
But that was my lowest, because I would never do that now. You know what I mean? I always think about that moment, and I go extra hard. Like, I make sure, like, I'm booked. Like right now, I'm booked all the way until March. You know what I mean? So I always make sure I'm.
Make sure you're ahead of the game, ahead of the curve.
Yeah, and I only work one day. They said one day. They like.
And you're good off that?
No. I'm talking about at the Equinox.
Okay.
I only work.
I'm like, wait a minute, you work one day as a
You only
DJ
worked
to
at the
make.
Equinox one day.
Yeah, one day.
And that was it.
okay.
You were like out.
Out. That check was like $33 or something. You go through those times, but you like, as a creator, man, you can't do it. I could never do it. I worked in some NBA store, American Eagle, Club Monaco, sneaker stores. Like I've done so much
Well, you started young, so I mean, you started your in essence your path young at 22 years old. Because you said you've been
23. I was 23.
I think that's a step ahead because shit, a person like myself, I look at my own career and it took me until 30 before I decided to jump that bridge and like, you know what, fuck this.
There's no age, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, there's definitely no age. Definitely no age. But I'm always curious to like, all right, the 20-something year olds that do it, you know. Are they patient enough to do it? Yeah. And clearly you showed that. I mean, you're patient and you're getting through this shit. Like, it's a big deal, man.
Yeah, I just never like settle, man. I'm never comfortable, man. It's always like, what's next?
Comfortability. I think comfortability is the end of all.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like, it's cool to be comfortable and like have a good lifestyle. That's cool.
You gotta have
but like when you stop
that's
hustling,
a little different, yeah.
When you stop hustling because that lifestyle is,
that's basically being complacent.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you have to. I had a dude named Chris Chambers. Shout out to him. He owns a chamber group, big PR firm. I had dinner with him the other day. And he was talking about, he hustles a lot. He has like 3 movies working with Netflix and Janet Jackson and all this stuff. So, but he sits back sometimes and he asks himself like, what am I working for? Why am I working so hard?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I see my friends, they live so freely, they're not in this industry, and they're on vacation, or they're doing just regular shit, but they seem so happy, you know what I mean? Like,
everybody's happiness is
and I told them, I said, at the end of the day, it's a balance, like, you can't overwork yourself, because at the end of the day, what do you really, we work for, like, what, like, a bigger house to put our parents in, those things, but
for the most part, nobody's enjoying it. Yeah, that's one thing that I have taken out.
The journey is real.
Yeah, the journey's real, but a lot of people don't take it.
And anybody that tells you that is lying. So.
But I also think like you should live a little bit.
Yes,
that's just me. Some people don't. Some people just be like, nah, I'm a hustle, and then when I get there, that's when I'm gonna live.
Hustling is fun though.
Yeah, you gotta. I agree with you. You gotta make time. For a long time, I was like that too, where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna work, and not think about myself. But it's like sometimes you have to say, hey, I'm gonna take that vacation because I haven't done one in 5 years.
Exactly.
And just to have peace of mind.
That's a long time. You know what I mean? 5 years, 5 years off your life, or you could have been.
And you could have met somebody out there too. That's like another thing. Like people don't realize, like you can still make connections even while vacationing.
Exactly.
Right. That person that you met in LA can, in turn change your fucking life.
Right.
So it's definitely got to make a nice, nice little balance.
I'm going to LA in February.
So I'm trying to go April 20th, 420. Just saying.
So I mean, he's just like.
Hey, I'm just saying 420. Man. Just enjoy it. I mean, listen. I'm trying to open up a dispensary. What's the problem?
That one.
Anybody dispensary? Anybody want a dispensary with me? Let me know.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, hey, there's money in that.
I got like listen, man. You kidding me? I know a few people that are in the marijuana industry as far as like that's dispensaries and everything. They make
bank. Isn't that how what's his name? There's somebody that was passing out like weed at a show. Who was that?
Who's that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a rapper or something that was
passing out weed in his show.
Like little things. In California, I think it was in like.
Oh, it was in Cali. I'm pretty sure.
Like he was throwing it.
They made it legal in Cali, right? Like you could actually like walk around and like smoke and shit. Cali, LA, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, you can. I think you can, but you can't. It's like weird.
That's not on the record.
It's still that gray area.
We don't actually.
Really? Like I don't know. I heard mixed things about it.
Recreational, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay.
It's like combo.
Shit. I'm down for that.
I'm definitely gonna go out there.
Progress.
So but you said you were going out there, so you have like
I'm taking my pops out there for the first time.
Get out.
That's nice.
That's another going back to like balance and like so at the same time I'm also trying to get a gig out there while I'm out there. You know what I mean?
Work-life balance.
Ah, smart.
So his first time,
take your pops.
we never really go on vacation. He lives in Georgia. I mean that's he comes here, I go there, but like a vacation with me and him.
Yeah.
Spent like $1,000 on Airbnb.
But that's all why positive. That's how you gotta see it.
I just want him to have the best experience. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just.
And you can't pay for time. You gotta. That's another thing. Like that $1,000, you gonna get that back.
Yeah.
The time spent, the memory. He's like, damn,
man. I saw another one for $650. That shit was
like, you don't want to stay in something a little bit smaller?
Right.
A little bit smaller.
That shit was in Hollywood. I was like, nah, fuck fuck it.
That's
nice.
Yeah. So he's excited, and he has a little thing he talking to out there too.
Pops.
So that helps.
Pops, really?
That helps. Yeah.
I mean, you know, ain't nothing wrong.
She's actually an old thing that it's
you know what? We're gonna leave this off
Strike that on the
camera.
record.
We're gonna leave that off camera. We don't need his mama talking about this.
Right?
from what I heard, she's real connected in the film world. She's worked with CBS. And
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Oh, she's like an old, like.
Yeah, old
Way.
old thing.
Oh, that's what these, older parents is doing nowadays. Because my mother does the same thing.
Yeah, so she's
Yo, parents gotta live. You
Yeah,
gonna
they do.
eventually
Look,
get
I'm like,
married.
live your life, man. I'm not mad at you.
I mean, hey.
Baby girl, you
When
good.
she-
I know, but you be macking with your pops though? Like you ever like party with him like, yo, pops, look at that.
Oh my God.
We never really we never partied like that.
No, what we do in LA.
Yeah, hopefully if I get this gig that Saturday, yeah.
And he gets to see, right?
Yeah, he
Perform?
gets to see me DJ.
Perform. So this is his first time watching you perform, or?
Yeah, first time watching me
Wow,
DJ.
That's
amazing.
like
Yeah.
championship game, the Super Bowl,
Right.
man. That's what's up.
You think he's gonna cry?
Nah, he gonna get.
You don't get
He gonna get
hyped.
to you?
If that was if my son was DJ, I'm like, yo, that's my son.
Right.
He don't know what type of songs is going on
Right.
there, but he gonna just be.
Nah, he's gonna be shaking. He's gonna be like drinking his pops.
Is it a
Drink
big,
pops, what's going on.
where can you say where you might be?
Oh yeah, it's called The Highlight. I DJ'd there before. It's in the Dream Hotel.
Okay.
They opened up like all that, like Tao and
Yeah.
Avenue, like that whole group opened
That's
up.
isn't that the Tao group?
Yeah, the Tao.
Yeah, okay. Same thing, Vandals. Vandals
Yeah, so they opened up out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Beauty and Essex.
I did see that.
Oh,
They're
Beauty and
opening up
Essex
a
is there
Lavo no, but that's in another.
Singapore.
Yes. Yes.
They opened it up. Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned Beauty and Essex. That's theirs as well.
Yeah, it's all
Tao
it's
group
all
is
in one
big,
block.
Big.
Yeah.
So it's just like a
Yeah.
club group, like they just open clubs and make it lit.
Basically,
Yeah,
I
hospitality
think,
group. Yeah.
A hospitality group.
But they're like
That's
major.
dope.
Like
Yeah,
in New York
they're-
City, and now I think they're trying to like
Yeah,
extend.
so they have LA. They doing a good job out there. They have Avenue, Tao, Highlight, like everything.
Basically
like
everything we have here.
Yeah, but in one block.
Wow,
That's
that is actually
Yeah.
genius.
So the Highlight I DJ'd there last time, and that was dope. It's like on a rooftop. It's around like the whole Hollywood
These
view.
venues are insane,
Yeah, it's
man.
crazy. They have a pool outside, so it's dope. So
And you in charge of all the fun there. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's again. That's
Wait,
it.
you're in charge of all the
The
DJing?
DJ is the fun. Who's gonna go to a club with no
Wow,
music?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
impressive.
That's impressive, man. But fire stuff going on, man. But yo, I mean, if you have any
You wanna leave us
parting
with?
ideas, something you want to share with your audience, you're a deep dude. Leave them with something. Leave them with something.
What am I gonna say? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Look at Johnny Walker. Listen, pay attention for the Johnny Walker guys. My
Right.
man's gonna be in the
Beautiful.
commercials. He's gonna be in.
You gonna be in commercials?
I mean, eventually.
Hopefully.
Listen,
What?
man, it starts somewhere. They got him. They got the face on it. That's it. Now
I wouldn't mind it.
Right?
you gonna end up with,
I'll
like
take
end up
it.
one of those Nas walking through the subways and shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's
crazy.
dope.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Have you
Super
had
dope.
Blue Label before?
Nah.
I've never had it. I've only had red and black.
I just don't want it.
That's
I'm not a fan of drinking, but
no, but you
it's
know
not my
what?
thing.
I mean, I'm a bourbon whiskey drinker now. That along with champagne, but that's a whole nother story.
Okay.
But Johnny Walker's is okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I've never had the Blue Label though.
Scotch.
Yeah, this is no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's whiskey, but it's Scotch whiskey. So
Scotch
yeah. It's
I
like
don't
there's
know.
different levels to it.
Man, I can't tell you anything.
But I bet it's
I don't know
smooth.
when
You gotta try it.
Yeah,
you gotta try it.
And then make a commercial while you're doing it, like just
Yeah,
open it and just
you gotta
smile
do
for
like
the
a
camera.
good. It's gotta be like a special occasion when you open that.
Yeah, for
It's just
sure.
like
I'll probably open in LA with my dad.
nice.
Nice. You know what? Damn. Yeah, that's smart. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. But yo, I appreciate you coming through, brother. Oh, definitely appreciate your time.
Sure.
And yo, y'all here to hear
Thank you.
first. JT Brand Podcast, man. He let a lot of jewels out and some new work coming. So look out for him, man. Pay attention.
It's easier to think you famous, it's harder to work for greatness. These kids nowadays get prevalence to the latest. So if the party started 8ish, I'm coming like next Tuesdays. They like when your life's debated, they love when your life's debated.